Notice that bike athletic gear getting a good workout in this first period.
Incredible uniforms. Are you kidding me? The fashion sensibilities of Soccer Slam are like an 11 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. I would pay good money for an original game-worn New York Bruisers jersey if somebody has one.
When I first saw them, I didn't know if I was supposed to go bicycle riding or was playing soccer.
I knew I was going to be wearing short shorts and a crop top myself, but I was not expecting that the guys would also be wearing crop tops, so that was a pleasant surprise.
Oh, I mean, crop tops are all the rage now, so you guys
like I said,
were ahead of the times.
Yeah, it totally makes sense now.
This was one of the few times I got to say, oh my God, Liz. But yet I liked it because the suggestion of having these uniforms on these guys, muscular soccer players, and a couple that had beer bellies bigger than mine.
Number 11, Graham Gillette.
The Michelin Man. Look at the spare tire.
It added a little bit of the sex flavor to it, I guess, from the male side rather than the female side. Let's make this equal opportunity here. They first put them on there, you could see them kind of looking at each other and going, I don't know.
I remember vividly when they brought out the uniforms, you know, and us just going, no, oh hell no, no chance. You're not getting me in that.
What do you think of that ball girl there?
I was just going to say, Jenzy is one great ball girl. Better than any I saw in the league last year.
I mean, who wouldn't? What male wouldn't appreciate the ball girls?
Now we're about to see the ball put in play. Remember, it is continuous action, so that's why as soon as one ball goes out, we go right back to Jency. And I hope the ball goes out of play a lot tonight, Ozzy.
I'm sure you would, Larry.
I think it kept the action going. They were quite attractive, so I think that worked out pretty well.
Soccer doesn't have cheerleaders, but they had cheerleaders there, so that added another factor. I don't know hardly any of the guys that were married.
I don't know where Terry got those. I have my suspicions, but I don't know for certain where they came from.
We're here for the official opening toss out of the ball by the lovely Jill, who is our official Soccer Slam ball girl tonight.
Well, I was waitressing at a restaurant where we had a lot of female waitresses, a restaurant that's kind of known for their wings.
A place called Owls.
It kind of made me nervous because it was a live sporting event, and I'd never done something that was a mix of a live sporting event and acting at the same time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And like they always say, I have the best seat in the house.
I'm certainly not going to argue with that.
And there was a lot of people, you know, so if I made a mistake, it was, you know, going to be a lot of people laughing at me. So a little scary, but it made it exciting and fun.
It's not something that you'd want to see nowadays, but it's something that in 1999, 2000, 2001 seemed to fit right in.
Two balls at once, Larry. I'm not really sure about this.
Like the slam ball concept and throwing multiple balls onto the field and playing with them at the same time is a great concept. It is insanely difficult to follow.
You have the slam ball come around and we talked about it, but then it's like, okay, how do we really show this and keep it authentic?
And there was so much action going on at one time. It was almost kind of like a circus.
I thought that was good. I mean, you know, we would even maybe do that in training sessions where we have multiple balls because then it keeps the focus of the players. The action is there. It creates more scoring opportunities.
Wow, he scores again. A slam ball, 3.
And you could see even the intensity of the players kind of rose because of that ball that was coming on. You could get extra points for the balls.
Oh, that's good for 9 points. Slam ball off the bonus board is 9. There's another.
Run it again.
There was a time where I went to like hit it back to the goalie, and as I was hitting it back to the goalie, like someone else took a shot. So he went to go save that, and the ball that I passed to him just went in the goal, and he's looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I was passing you. I didn't know that there was another ball coming at you. So I don't know if we fully got used to that in the couple games that we played.
Multiple balls. It's like, I wish it was happening now.
What about you, Larry? But I'm losing track of what's going on.
Because they would be able to like follow the balls better and the camera work would be like amazing.
Your own defensive third.
Johnny Aducci.
Johnny Aducci. That's the way to take Montgomery out of the game.
Yeah.
And indoor soccer, you know, there's gonna be some pushing into the wall.
It was like fake full contact. It wasn't like we were really out there trying to like check dudes and injure people, and it was more kind of like what our attempt was at acting.
And here comes the referee.
I don't remember one injury
I really don't. There's one case where they clothesline the guy.
Oh, that's just not soccer. Look at that. He's really going to hurt somebody someday.
No, that's terrible. I agree.
We had to stop for that. Terry goes, there's a guy. This guy is the lead stunt director for Rocky and Bullwinkle.
The only hope for humanity is a 400-pound talking moose and a flying squirrel.
So we get this guy who looks like he's lived the hard life, and he brings his surfer-looking buddy out with him. I'll never forget this. They wore Vans. Everyone else is in their indoor soccer shoes. These guys are wearing Vans on the bench. The fight, the fake fight.
Look at that. What's going on here on the benches?
Is pretty much the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And Murphy gets a shot in the midsection.
I was not 6 feet away, and I swear those guys were kicking the shit out of each other.
Him too.
Murphy and Hurley really going after each other. Look at that.
We didn't know how to fake it, so to speak, and make it look real, so we kind of like would really elbow each other and be like, oh no, that hurt, let's not do that again. Let the stunt guys do it.
The two people who were there did a lot of the fighting, so we'd change jerseys on them if they were fighting. People didn't remember what faces looked like. Because they just, when we were ready for it, we'd go ahead.
He doesn't have much soccer skills. He's obviously the enforcer. There you see him squaring off
Oh,
there.
here we go. Already they've kicked off.
He and Nick Supernet Hurley going after each other. Hurley says he wants more, but I don't know if he does from this big guy.
Dirty Dursky, that's what we used to call him.
That is really unconscionable. Should those things be allowed?
Not in my book, Larry.
I know we had to go out there and administer aid to some who were injured, but they recovered rather quickly.
Welcome back to Soccer Slam.
Hey, Larry. Butts up?
Apparently, it's time for the Butts Up competition.
Butts Up was purely for what our kids did.
We used to do it with the kids. It was kind of a punishment, if you like. It was a consequence of losing.
Knowing that we did it in practice, our father took it and put that as an element into Soccer Slam.
That's a pretty good solid shot.
Everybody would be giggling and it would be fun.
Butts Up! You got it. You are correct.
I really wanted to go down there and get my left foot out and see if I could whack a few people as well. No wonder he's confident. Look at the size of that.
A soccer goal is big. You know, that's a big target. But you're trying to hit somebody on the backside, that's a small target. So that's hard to do, so they gave him six points.
As good as the players were, it's still hard on command to be able to do it the first time, right? So what they needed to do is just bring it closer, so it almost guaranteed guys are getting hit consistently. But I wasn't in charge of production, so I wasn't going to volunteer to get my butt hit any harder than it may or may not have.
But I think there were wider targets they could have selected than Johnny.
The first couple episodes, there was one person in the goal, and it was just like strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Nobody's hitting anything.
We're all excited watching it in the arena. We're like, no one's getting hit.
Wow.
Oh, Johnny, don't do that, please.
It'll be an X-rated show here in a second, Ozzy.
Definitely, I was shocked at how few soccer players can apparently hit another man in the butt when they're bent over. I thought you perfected that in, fourth grade or whatever it is.
Okay, earlier today in a press conference, you announced some pretty sweeping changes in the rules for Soccer Slam, and could you give us some details on that?
Well, the big change we're changing is the whole butts up contest. The deal is, Bucky LaRue, coach, of course, of the Toronto Loons, kept saying that no one's hitting anything. So we changed it, so now we have 3 butts, that's 6 cheeks in the goal.
And then episode 3, they've got 3-4 people.
Yeah. Oh, you want the biggest target you can get, Ozzy, and certainly Roman has got a big target.
To be fair, that's unfair. How could he miss?
We actually did have to stop it eventually because a parent had a negative comment about it, and so Butts Up stopped.
Oh, great shot against Falbo.
But certainly Soccer Slam kind of carried it on.
It's growing with every missed ball and every missed butt.
Oh, yeah.